Gene Hackman is known for his intense performances and ability to bring depth to every role. Over a career spanning more than 4 decades, he built a reputation as a versatile and powerful presence on screen, receiving 2 Oscars, 2 BAFTAs, and 4 Golden Globes, with many more nominations. He would also race cars, design architecture, and write multiple books. Eugene Allen Hackman was born on January 30th, 1930, in San Bernardino, California. His father, Eugene Ezra Hackman, a newspaper press operator, walked out on the family when Hackman was a teenager. Gene and his brother were raised primarily by his mother, Anna Lydia Elizabeth, in Danville, Illinois. He developed an early love for movies and decided he wanted to become an actor at age 10. At 16, he lied about his age to enlist in the U.S. Marine Corps, where he spent several years stationed in China and Japan. After his time in the service, he studied journalism and television production at the University of Illinois under the GI Bill, but left and moved back to California to focus on his acting career. Hackman enrolled at the Pasadena Playhouse in the late 1950s, where he was voted least likely to succeed. However, to prove that instructor wrong, he continued to pursue acting, moving to New York, taking small roles in theater, TV, and film, while also working in restaurants and taking other odd jobs to make ends meet. His persistence paid off when he landed a role in the 1967 film Bonnie and Clyde, playing Buck Barrow, which earned him his first Academy Award nomination. He was nearly 40 years old when he gained the role. He was again nominated for a Best Supporting Actor Academy Award for his role in I Never Sang for My Father, and his career took off in the 1970s with The French Connection, where he played tough-as-nails detective Popeye Doyle. The film was a massive success, earning Hackman an Oscar for Best Actor. The film is famous for many reasons, including the guerrilla-style car chase. Director William Friedkin wanted to save money, so the chase scene was filmed without the proper permits needed, and in some of the locations, actual traffic. For the sections with the elevated subway tracks, the director paid the guy from the transit department $40,000 to shoot on the elevated tracks. Hackman, of course, was not driving during most of the scenes, with stunt driver Bill Hickman doing the work of smashing into things along the way. I wonder what his acting instructor thought after seeing his least likely to succeed actor standing on the stage accepting an Academy Award. After a stand-up performance in Bonnie and Clyde and The French Connection, Hackman joined the all-star cast of the disaster film The Poseidon Adventure. Throughout the decade, he delivered stand-up performances in The Conversation and Superman, where he played the comically villainous Lex Luthor. Hackman never had the slowdown and revival that some actors go through over the decades as he continued to dominate screens in the 80s and 90s, with films like Mississippi Burning, Hoosiers, and Unforgiven, the latter of which won him his second Academy Award, this time for Best Supporting Actor. His range as a performer, whether playing a ruthless sheriff or a flawed hero, kept audiences captivated. He charmed a new generation of viewers with his role as the eccentric Royal Tenenbaum in The Royal Tenenbaums, where he was known to be quite difficult to director Wes Anderson. For the role, he received the Golden Globe for Best Actor in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy. Besides film, Hackman's other interests involved sports car racing, where he won the Long Beach Toyota Pro Celebrity Race, and he also drove in the 24-hour Daytona Endurance Race in 1983. He was also interested in architecture and design. He had created 10 homes, 2 of which were featured in Architectural Digest. After his retirement in 2004, Hackman quietly became a writer, publishing several historical fiction novels. Hackman was married twice, first to Faye Maltese in 1956, with whom he had 3 children. The 2 would divorce in 1986. Later, Hackman married Betsy Arakawa, a classical pianist, in 1991. He enjoyed a quiet life in New Mexico with his wife and spending time on his hobbies like painting and biking. Unfortunately, on February 26, 2025, Hackman and his wife, Betsy, and one of their dogs were found dead in their home in Santa Fe, New Mexico. He was 95 and she was 65.